Never here from Drake Queen Game and stuff about on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, June's Path. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm changing, we're up, and let's go. Where were we at? June 11th. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Partly because I didn't want the constant help, and partly because I felt like I needed a second to compose myself. I spent a good 2 minutes standing just outside the door after they left, psyching myself up to go in and attracting a little more attention than I would have liked in the process before I finally found the courage to open the door and head inside. Only to realize that the person I was expecting to see hadn't arrived yet. I don't know what bothered me more, how disappointing it was to go through all that only to find that June hasn't arrived yet, or realizing just how relieved I am because of it. When I close my eyes, I can still remember yesterday. I can still remember how warm June was while we cuddled under the kotatsu. I can still remember how soft and fluffy his fur was. I can still remember the feeling of his breath against the underside of my chin. More importantly, I feel even more embarrassed now remembering it than I was actually living through it yesterday. I really need to sit down right now, and to not close my eyes again for as long as possible. Among all the things I've been pretending not to notice or not to care about today, I also add my classmates' stares and whispers to the list. A few of them, mostly the ones I talk to the most, get up once they see me sit down and try talking to me, asking how I'm doing, offering help, making small talk. God, I hate the small talk. I smile politely through it all, thanking them for the concern while hoping they'll get the hint soon. Thankfully, most of them do, and soon I can go back to just tuning out the noise while keeping myself busy. Yep, gotta keep myself busy. I'll just go through my notes. I copied most of the notes my classmates let me borrow from when I was in the hospital. Yep, just keep going through the notes. It's good to review stuff when I can. But I'll take the time to copy what's left to do since I already got here 15 minutes before class and everything. Cool, this is good. Gotta stay on top of my studies. Shuichi always says that to me. He's probably right to say it, even if it's a pain in the ass to hear it for the 11th billionth time. Yep, just... good, Oh my god! A voice calls out from behind me while I'm focusing on my notes, causing me to scream and bang my knee up on the underside of my table in the process, making me scream even louder. When I look back, chest hurting from the sudden surprise and barely able to catch my breath, I see a tiger with his tail standing fully at attention behind him, staring at me bug-eyed and heaving even more than I am. June? You scared me! I scared you? You don't sneak up on a person like that! I didn't sneak up on you, I just walked up to you and tried to say hi. June looks away, hugging his arms close to his body while his tail lashes behind him. When I let my eyes follow his gaze, I finally noticed that the noise of my classmates chatting that I had been tuning out this whole time had completely stopped. Of course people would stare at me if I suddenly screamed like that. Sorry, I got scared. I make a quick apology, hoping everyone will get back to their prior conversations and stop staring at us. This hurts, and I'm not just talking about my knee. That's not a good way to start a day. Sorry. I was so keyed up about talking to him for the first time today. I tried so hard to distract myself so I didn't get all in my head and end up acting awkward or weird or anything. I'm pretty sure that this is worse. Much, much worse. I could have given my boyfriend a heart attack. That's not a fun realization to have. Are you okay? Yeah, of course I'm okay. You just scared me. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Why wouldn't I be? No reason. June sets his bag on his desk, sighing loudly and taking a deep breath. When I'm about to ask again if he's okay, he quickly opens up into a smile, looking me right in the eye. Good morning. That's what I was trying to say before you screamed, by the way. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Sorry about that again. It's alright. Just like that, June is back to his regular energetic self. I don't know whether to be impressed or suspicious, but then again, I really shouldn't keep putting everything he does under a microscope. That's not fair to either one of us. I'll just hope that he's being honest with me from now on. Why am I so wishy-washy about everything? Are you okay? You're zoning out again. That's twice in a couple minutes. Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about some, stuff. Right, real big problem, that stuff. Wouldn't want to be caught unprepared for when it comes to your stuff. Stuff is a very big deal. Please don't snark at me. It's way too early in the morning for snark. It's never too early for snark. Man, getting used to your actual personality is going to take a while. Sorry, I can stop it if you really want me to. It's fine, just give me a little bit. So this is what you're actually like, huh? I think so. You think so? June takes a deep, slow breath, leaning forward on his chair and looking me in the eye. He stays silent for a few seconds, as if he were searching for something before finally responding in a hushed tone. I've been pretending for a while. It's hard to know where the mask ends and where I begin. For what it's worth, I am speaking my mind. I am speaking my mind? Or at least I'm not keeping my jokes to myself as much. Does that count? I think so? Now you're just repeating what I said. True, but in my defense, I have no idea what else to say. It counts for something, at least. I did mean what I said, you know. I don't want to lie to you. It's only a matter of, figuring out what is actual truth and what is just a bad joke that I shouldn't say out loud. Is that all you've been keeping to yourself this whole time? Bad jokes? That's it? Well, there's that, and, the whole acting cute thing? Right. Once again, I'm really sorry. I really want to work this out. Stop apologizing so much. Okay. Feels pretty normal. Granted, I'm still getting used to June 2.0 here, but maybe I was freaked out over nothing. Although, I really do think I need to ask and make sure I didn't hallucinate the last 2 days. Just to be clear, when you say you really want this to work, you... Second, water time. Alright. June looks around, leaning forward once again and whispering to me. Us, together. Right, I figured. Oh boy, why is my face getting so hot all of a sudden? What else was I expecting him to say? I already knew the answer here. Fuck, don't get all dopey and smiley like some kind of dope. Yuichi-san? No fair, are you laughing at me? No, I'm not, I swear I'm not. Crap, I need to cover my face. I don't want people to see me like this. No fair. June lays his forehead down on his desk, covering his face up with his arms. I won't lie, I get the temptation. I want to bury my face as well, but that would be like admitting defeat, I think. I really don't know what I'm doing here. And you, did you sleep well? Huh? Yeah, I slept okay. Good. Oh my god, this is so awkward. Someone, anyone, please send help. Weren't you writing some stuff down before I interrupted you? Oh, right, yeah, I was. I take the out that June has given me and quickly try distracting myself from this awkward feeling by getting back to my notes. However, my pace is really slow. I keep sneaking glances at the tiger sitting on the desk next to mine, trying to piece together what he's thinking from the look on his face. June would usually be talking to some of our classmates whenever he and I aren't talking to each other, but now he seems to just be twiddling his thumbs while looking straight down at his desk. God, this is torture. Why can't I think of something to say? I know we can't quite talk about it openly with so many people around, but come on. I need to talk about this. I'm afraid I'll go crazy if I don't talk about this. This isn't the elephant in the room. This is a whole damn parade. Why does this have to feel so much more awkward the day after? I went to sleep feeling so good about everything. Yuichi-san? Yeah? Before June has even finished calling out my name, I'm already looking right at him, hoping to whatever gods are up in the sky that he has something to say that will help break the awkward atmosphere over us. You stopped writing. Ah! Several hours later. By the time the bell rings to signal the start of lunch break, I'm lost in my thoughts, a million miles away from our lesson. It isn't until some of my classmates start getting up and out of their seats that I even notice that something has happened. Oh man, I didn't catch any of that. I turn to June, laughing awkwardly and joking about my lack of attention, only to find the tiger flicking through his notebook with a frown. What's up with that? Why are you all scrunchy? I'm trying to make sense of some of my notes, but I can't understand what I wrote. Oh yeah, your penmanship could use some work. You haven't even looked at the notes in question. You could at least pretend that you're surprised before you see them. Sorry, but I've seen enough of them when I tutored you before. Your penmanship is pretty bad. Still, this is a first. I've never seen you care about your notes like this before. I do want to pass, after all. I can't have people dragging me just so I can get a bare minimum passing grade. There you go. Okay. Fair point. Do you need help? Didn't you hear what I just said? The point is to not need help. And yet, here we are. Can I take a quick look at Ayako-san's notes real quick so I can make sense of this part? Yeah, sure, take your time. Thanks. Huh, this really is a first. I usually would have to basically force June to sit down and study. I did notice yesterday that he seemed to be focusing on class a little more. I even caught him taking notes way more than usual, though I didn't think too much about it at the time. Is there a chance that this isn't just a fluke? Is this real? Did I get hit by a car and then wake up in a parallel universe that is only slightly different from my own? Am I currently living the world's lamest isekai? Oh, I see what it was supposed to say now. June quickly scribbles something down in his notebook. Some kind of chicken scratch addendum on the margins of it's supposed to be margins, I think. Margins of the page to clarify what he wrote. I don't want to say that writing is even smaller letters using his already established terrible penmanship is a bad idea, but okay, all good. Thank you for the help. No problem. June passes me back the notebook the class rep had lent me, and I try my best to smile and act like I wasn't judging his choices just now. Baby steps, I guess. You don't become good at studying overnight. While we're trading a few words between ourselves, I notice Shuichi, Saya, and Keisuke arriving from the corner of my eye, trading a few greetings while they start pulling desks together. How are you doing today, Yuichi-san? I'm fine. I feel a lot better now that I'm back at school. I was going crazy without anything to do before. Yes, well, I'm sure it must be good to be able to settle back into a rhythm. You have no idea. Yuichi is getting his strength back much faster than I expected, too. We had some trouble yesterday getting him up and down the stairs, but today was much easier. He barely needed any help. Oh, yeah, I noticed that too. He didn't even get winded today. I do go up and down the stairs a few times a day when I go home. It's good practice. You should be resting. Resting is boring. Rest is literally what the doctor ordered. He also told me to slowly start introducing a few exercises to gain back my strength. Which, mind you, are working. You said it yourself. I barely needed any help getting up the stairs today. And by the time I go home today, I won't need any help going down either. You can't just decide to... That's alright, Keisuke. Let him. If he thinks he can handle it, then let him do whatever he wants. But... Keisuke-san, it really is fine. What is going on here? And I'm asking myself the same thing. I noticed June and Shuichi sharing glances just like they did yesterday. Something definitely feels a little fishy. For one thing, they are being way too accommodating. Is this really the same Shuichi who fought me because of a remote just a few days ago? If you both think that's for the best, then I guess I won't say anything. Just be careful, okay? Don't overdo it and end up hurting yourself. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!